Pressing the button. I started making my own iced coffees at home. There's a little coffee shack like super close to my house, and it's Dungars. It's very dangerous. I don't know if y'all have seen that funny YouTube video, but anyway, hello. Hi. I'm so excited to be here, and I have kind of loosened the reins on everything that I've had to do for my course, and so I'm kind of in a break from promoting the course, even though obviously I love the course, other people love the course, I want to like share it with people, but I am on to new things. One of the things is stickers again. So I posted a reel on Instagram. I had this idea brewing. I'm so excited. And I know someone else asked me about where I got these stickers, and I will link them in this video also. What I have been doing is, well, first off, I want to also share a little bit of a planner update too. But what I've been doing is I've been purchasing PNGs of like different things that I like. So this is a PNG. I don't think this one has a commercial license, but like this one, the one that I shared in the course that I share with people, let's see, like these, that is, I do have the commercial license for that one. This one's mine, my own sticker that I did. So I was inspired by these. I think they're so cool, but I wanted a little bit of color, and I love the whole like number, the old looking numbers. I love vintage found things. Obviously, like that's one of my things that I'm known for is the pictures on my desk with all the vintage stuff everywhere, which is why I sold a ton of these things, like all this vintage stuff. See, like that's vintage, that's vintage. I wanted to do a statement sticker that felt really authentic to me, that was inspired by these. And so I did. I made one. And I will show you. This is the sticker. Now, this is a huge one, okay? Like it's a little too big probably, but that's a sticker that I made to do with my journaling and stuff. And I just love this page. It turned out so well. As soon as I like had this harebrained idea to do these stickers, people were asking, there was like a fuzzy right there. People were asking, are you going to offer them in your shop? And so of course I was like, I want more for me. And that's what ends up happening every time. What ends up happening every time is I will make something for myself. Y'all want it. And so then I offer it to you. So luck. Just luck. Okay. I'm not saying these aren't ready yet. Like I still have to make listings for these, but isn't it so cool? Like the coolest thing ever. So I have 6 stickers. Okay. And they have the line drawing florals from that other set that I have the license to. And I was going to do my own drawings, but I don't know. I really like these. And since I have the license, I use them. Kind of like my class, like I'm kind of done making rules for myself. I will probably for sure have future stickers with my, messy floral line art. But for this time I wanted to use that. And so I did. I have my little like dash things here, some fun numbers. I have my scribbles that I love. And then, some more like, well, I said numbers already, but this is from a vintage check. I have to be so careful with it because it is very old. I think it's from 1934, April 1934, because avril is French for April. That check's old and it just is like the paper is super delicate. So this is a vintage check that I scanned in, and you'll see different pieces of it. So like the stamp right here, that's on this sticker, and this Marseille or Marseille, whatever, that's this part right here. So I just kind of did that, and I want to do other stickers too, featuring things like this. I have some vintage ledgers. Like I purchased an assortment. It was like an 11-page assortment, like a folio, she called it, of these gorgeous, oh my gosh, these ledger pieces that, back in the day, like they had the most gorgeous handwriting. I am a sucker for really beautiful old handwriting and on old paper. So I'm going to do something with that too. So we'll see. This is what I did yesterday. I was like, my eyeballs were so tired after creating all of these. So this is 6 of them and they're pretty darn big. So for my B6 Slim, you literally, this is the size. So that's perfect for a statement sticker for your vignettes or whatever. Some of them are a little bit wider. Some of them are skinnier, but they're pretty good. And you can even split them if you want to. I think this size actually is the perfect size for splitting them down the page. Because what happens is, let me show you with my photo. Okay, we'll just use a picture of me, whatever. Okay, so this picture this day I felt really happy because I think this is when I was 15 pounds down from my original when I started. What happens if you use it on one side is you'll like end up covering something, right? Like it ends up covering. But if you split it down the middle like this and then you put your picture down, then you have all this room. Obviously, you'll have this whole page for journaling. You could put some washi here, whatever. So you have more room to journal. The other thing you can do... The other thing you could do is slice it, you know, and then just put it on the side. I just had this idea. If you wanted to, say, slice right here, you could just line it up right here to kind of do this and then do your picture right there and then kind of journal on the bottom or something. I might try that. I might try that for my next Instagram reel. I like the reels now because they're 90 seconds, they're short, punchy, they're super easy for me to edit. And I know we're not like talking, I'm not talking to the camera, I'm not talking while I'm doing stuff on my page, but it's very easy for me to edit. They're 90 seconds. Reels are really getting a lot of traffic right now. But I've said this before in the past, I am still working on what my membership's gonna look like. Y'all have to understand, like I have like Patreon trauma. And it's none of my patrons' fault. It's not the fault of the patrons. It's my own stinking fault for overworking myself, not setting boundaries, not giving myself like time so I can have a break. I was just going for so long. So my new membership, I've like decided like every quarter I'm going to take like 1 or 2 weeks off. And when I say 1 or 2 weeks off, I mean, I will probably still have a video prepared, but I will have 1 week where I maybe do like a journaling prompt or something, and then we'll reconvene with a call about it the next week or something. So I'm still figuring that out. I want to offer that like sooner than later because I'm just really enjoying the live journal with me's that I've been doing. So I just offered, oh my gosh, Peter. So I stuck in these earphone things. These are in-ears for like artists, like musicians, because I didn't want to disturb Dietrich. He's with me today. He's so precious. I didn't want to disturb him. And when I move the cage, he will get up and get out. So I was like, oh, I'll just put these in so I don't have to listen to Peter. Hopefully Peter isn't annoying the heck out of you right now. To the planner stuff. Nothing much has changed as far as how I plan. The only thing that has changed, I don't even know when I had my last planning. I should figure that out. Hold on. A month ago, maybe? Did I? It looks like that it was about a month ago that I showed y'all my planner. I know for sure it was not before this photo. Yeah, I'm just gonna start here. Vignettes, 1 page, super fun, super fun. Still doing my thoughts that I'm practicing in the yellow, and then my days and things that don't get done. So like the day highlight for the day, the header for the day is why is it not? I have to manually focus this camera. Anyway, the headers for the days I have been doing in this sand color. This is sand, I think it's called, Tombow marker. I ordered a new one and look, it's already, all of this thing is gone because I use like the same things over and over again because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. My thought of the day, what I'm practicing, then I use this color. I have no clue what it's called. Everything's worn off. So those are just my days. What I have been doing, you will see here, I have been doing a little bit more journaling on the days. Like if I don't feel like writing, like doing a vignette, like a whole vignette, then I will just write a bit, like a little bit of stuff or a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's a whole thing, but you know, it's just kind of like what I did that day. But I started doing these huge, oh my gosh, I really love these. So normally I print out the little baby pictures like this. Like I do the 4 on 1 4x6 sheet. And I have a video that I've showed how to do that, but I've recently been doing these bigger ones. So I did this as a journal with me live, and I did this as a journal with me live, and notice they're huge. Like this is a big picture, and I'm so sad because I had passed this page. Usually I do this number where I stick this pencil board here, and then I will do, you know, my planning here to not get ink on the photo. And I was on this page. And thought it was safe. And no, it was not safe. Stinking got ink on my precious daughter-in-law's face. I was so upset. So upset about that. So now I know. Just use the pencil board for everything. So anyway, I did this big one. I did a couple smaller ones, like, let's see. That's just like a little washi sample thing. Where is it? That's a small one. I did these little wallpapers, which are super fun. I'm thinking about offering those too because I have the commercial rights to them. So I did these little wallpapers. I thought they were so cute. So that's one of them. And then I did this one for this. I thought it was so stinking cute. And I may offer those as well. I really enjoy designing things. Like I love doing art too, and I love being able to offer my art, but sometimes I just want to like have an idea and do it, you know, and not have to fuss with the art. This was a smaller vignette, bigger vignette. I loved this page. Some longer journaling. I've been in ad school. This is just a simple vignette. Actually, that was the page that I did for like one of my journal tips. This took literally less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. Me telling you how to do it. So you do have time to journal. You need help. You need me to help you. There's that. And we're here. I did this one yesterday. No, 2 days ago. I did this one 2 days ago. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of still doing my headers, still doing my thoughts of the day. I do a little bit of journaling, you know, here, and I do my long form. What I have not been doing and noticing that it is causing a problem in my life is I haven't been great with my tracking. I can show you that in the weeks. Here, you know, I usually try to track, but I have not been very good at it. I've been missing a lot. See, and honestly, if I'm being quite honest, see, these were good weeks because I'm most likely, yeah, April. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So the reason is because I was getting No Sweat Vignettes off the ground and there was a lot of stuff I had to do. So I was not prioritizing my morning routine, not prioritizing my evening routine, not so much. I was definitely working out all the time still, but like I wasn't prioritizing certain things. And I haven't done my quarterly. I didn't do my 90 days. So way back here, you know, I was doing so good at the beginning of the year. Here's the second 90 days. Nothing. There's nothing on it. We're here in June. I also have my grandbaby coming, but I might just start here and just start in June and then really try to be intentional with July, August, September. I've had the No Sweat Vignettes literally has taken up my whole life, and I'm kind of grateful that the work of getting it off the ground is done, and now I'm just kind of promoting it here and there. But that's the things that I have not been doing well. I have not been tracking like I need to, and I see that it affects, obviously, it like when I don't get my night routine done, like if I'm really bad about going to bed late, because I've been doing my night routine as far as my skincare, stuff like that, but getting to bed on time, if I go to bed late, then I don't want to get up in the morning. So I have to stink and get in bed by the latest 10 o'clock. I turn into a pumpkin and I'm getting older, and I've really worked really hard to get my sleep in, like 7.5 hours minimum. And that has helped me so much in my health and my mind and all that stuff. So just really prioritizing getting to bed on time. And it's my own fault because I would work on stuff for the course, and I would stay up and then I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta cook food because Dave's coming home and all this stuff. I just need to stop. I need to have business hours. I'm like the worst boss to myself sometimes. I digress. That's how my planning is going. I'm still doing dailies really good, pretty much. Still in the weeklies a bit. Need to get that quarterly thing going again, and tracking is really, really important. And I'm just having so much fun making the vignettes now. Now that I'm not behind the computer, I am actually making them. Look, this is where the end of June, technically I need to be at page 181, all of these pages. So I better get my rear end in gear and do some vignettes. And let me tell you, my brain, because I'm weird, wants to be like, oh, it's gonna look weird if you have, 5 vignettes in a row and not planning in between, because it's not like the beginning of the book. Why do I have these little thoughts like that? I have to resist them just like everybody else. Who says? Who is giving me these ideas? It's like this weird thing. So I'm just going to have fun and keep posting my vignette creations on Instagram. Follow me over on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should follow me on Instagram. I'm getting more active on Instagram now. That's how it's going. This is getting long. We're at like, oh my gosh, we gotta wrap up. But I'm gonna be printing and cutting these stickers today. I have to create listings for them. I think it might be ready by the end of the week. Maybe I'll open up the shop at the end of the week. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. If you haven't checked out my little cute playlist, check out the playlist of my little journal tips. They're super fun. They'll help you get back into journaling again, because we all love journaling here and planning, and you can do these vignettes in your planner too. It's so fun. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I will see you in the next video. Bye.